In what has been described as the war's deadliest single attack this year, Russian forces unleashed 2 ballistic missiles on a military institute in Ukraine's central town of Poltava on September 3rd. The assault resulted in at least 50 fatalities and 271 injuries, underscoring the ongoing intensity and brutality of the conflict. The missiles targeted the Military Institute of Communications, causing substantial damage to the building and leaving several young men dead among the debris. Visual evidence from social media depicted the aftermath, with bodies strewn across a site reduced to rubble. The severity of the strike reflects Russia's continued commitment to its military objectives in Ukraine. President Volodymyr Zelenskyy swiftly condemned the attack, vowing retribution and calling the perpetrators Russian scum on the Telegram messaging app. He has ordered an urgent investigation into the incident, which he described in his evening address as a devastating blow to Ukraine's military infrastructure. The Ukrainian leader reported that the death toll had risen to 51, with ongoing efforts to rescue individuals trapped under the wreckage.
As of now, the number of injured is 271 people. Everyone is being provided with the necessary assistance. I am grateful to all the rescuers, doctors, medical nurses, and all the Poltava residents who have joined in to help, donated blood, and who provide support. We know that there are people under the rubble of the destroyed building. Everything is being done to save as many lives as possible. According to current information available, this Russian strike killed 51 people.
Poltava Regional Governor Philip Pronin has indicated that 15 individuals may still be entombed beneath the rubble. The Ukrainian Land Forces Command is conducting a thorough review to assess the adequacy of protective measures for personnel stationed at the facility. The use of ballistic missiles in this strike, known for their rapid and distant impact, left little time for civilians to seek shelter after the air raid sirens were activated. The attack on the institute, which also serves as a hospital, has been labeled a stunning tragedy by Ukraine's First Lady, Olena Zelenskya. She criticized the Russian assault as a ruthless act against an educational institution. As Ukrainians search for missing loved ones, the Defense Ministry confirmed that 25 individuals had been rescued, including 11 who were extricated from beneath the debris. This strike is part of a broader escalation in Russia's missile and drone attacks on Ukraine, which have intensified over the past months. Recent weeks have seen a surge in Russian bombardments, including the heaviest on record last week. In response, Ukraine has ramped up its drone strikes against Russian targets, causing significant damage to infrastructure, including an oil refinery near Moscow. The conflict has also seen fierce fighting, with Russian forces making advances in eastern Ukraine and Ukrainian troops launching large-scale cross-border operations into Russia. Moscow has pledged retaliation for these incursions, particularly those into the Kursk region. Zelenskyy has continued to appeal for increased Western support, emphasizing the urgent need for advanced air defense systems and long-range weaponry to counter Russian aggression. He argues that delays in providing these resources result in further loss of life, highlighting the critical need for international assistance. In Poltava, local residents have demonstrated solidarity by donating blood for the wounded, showcasing a community's resilience in the face of adversity. The Ukrainian Defense Ministry has reported that classes were ongoing at the institute when the attack occurred, with the air alert triggering a rush to safety moments before the explosions. This latest assault follows previous instances where Russia has targeted Ukrainian military facilities away from the front lines, resulting in significant casualties. Notably, strikes in Desna and western Ukraine in 2022 caused considerable loss of life, reinforcing the ongoing and severe impact of the conflict.